Hey folks, welcome back to Road to Gehenna, the Talos Principle DLC. So, we've got one more AI to free and 3 stars to liberate as well. We know where one of them is. 2 of them I haven't found yet. But the last area to kind of investigate is this bowl, which seems to be a very large puzzle. Looking at it from above, we can see certain elements. First of all, there's a fan to get out, which passes through this purple gate, so we're not taking anything out of here. And I don't think we're climbing these steep walls. We can see we've got a box there. We've got a star in the middle. Okay, so there's the 3rd star. I guess all we have to do is figure out how to get it. We've got a red light gate traveling over there in that direction. We've got a pair of connectors, more gates. We've got looks like a jammer over there and another fan out. There's a blue light source. I don't see the red light source. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm not sure where we're actually supposed to enter, but let's drop down here. Okay, we've reached Crater. Crater, that's the name of this puzzle. And let's just take a quick gander. Oh, interesting. We've got like, so we can't swim up to that star. We're gonna have to figure out some other way to get on top and then jump over or drop down or something to get the star. I do notice now there's a connector on top of the hexahedron. Is that visible from... You can go around the inside like this. Is that accessible from somewhere? No, it's entirely within that gate, which makes me curious because it seems like you can't connect a light through a gate, so I don't know how we would connect that. We continue around the outside here. Not too much in the inner area, just this underwater connection of some sort. Now, theoretically, we should be able to pass light through the water, so maybe we can pass something underneath the gate. We'll have to keep that in mind. We do start with a jammer, and I guess from here, let's just start investigating. Here we have the gate to release our friend in here. And obviously we have to figure out how to get those keys. I think that's the plan. Something to do with a fan, maybe flinging ourselves through the air to grab that. So we can come in here. Here we have a blue light source, all right. Red light gate. And okay, so this is probably how we get the keys. And I'm guessing, but maybe there's another fan on the other side, and if we can fling ourselves into something, like if we fling ourselves up there and somehow fling like a box from the other side at the same time and smash into each other right there, perhaps we can drop down onto the star. Something to keep in mind for later. Okay. We do have a ladder here. It's only, yeah, it's only on one side, so... Oh, there's the 4th star. Okay, lots of... Well, now we know where all 4 stars are, so that's a good thing. Okay, so this puzzle's going to be pretty complicated, I think. So it looks like we need both red and blue here to open this. And then not only do we get the star, we get a fan as well, which may be part of getting the 4th and final star. I'm not sure. Just kind of exploring at this point to figure out what we can see. So we have a connector there. And then we're out. Okay. So let's see. There would not be a way... I guess we could try to jam that too. That's another thing to remember. Or we could try to figure out a way to jump. No, we can't jump over this gate. This gate has to be open because you can see it's got a roof. But there may be places we can jump or fall to from above. So for example, we might be able to go up there and jump down onto the top of this area. But obviously it would be difficult for us to... I suppose if we pop this like here and then jump down from there, we might be able to pick this up and put it up on that area. Another thing to consider. There's our exit fan. All right, let's go back around and check the other side. Right now, the only tool we have is this jammer. We didn't have a tool in here that we could extricate or move backwards, did we? No. Okay. So the first goal is probably just to get the keys and free this guy. Then I think we go after the star over there and then maybe work on that one last. Let's go over to the other side. We do have a little raised platform here. One thing of note is that if we had a 2 stack of boxes right here, I believe from this small ledge we could jump on it, but we'll have to see whether that's relevant or not. Okay. We do have a connector here that we can connect to the red light source, so that's something we could start with. We can pull this through as well, which means we could unlock this and get some of that stuff out. Let's start there. All right. We have... Oh, no. Well, we bring this to there, and then perhaps over here. Okay, there we go. There's our first step. We have more tools available now. So look at this, another fan locked inside blue and red lights. Interesting. So the red light source is over there, the blue light source is on the other side entirely, and this is connected to that. I think I see. That's gonna power a fan that I didn't notice before and push that up into the sky for connections. Interesting, interesting. I suppose they pre-set that up to give us a hint, like to be kind, right? So let's do this. Let's reconnect this to these 3, perhaps, for now. And then we can use this one to power this on and see what that gets us. So there we go. He's up in the sky. Now I wonder if this can self-power somehow. I do think we probably need to self-power that, so we need to get that connected directly to this light, I think. Perhaps. Might be why there's that little gap there. So I think we need to go in reverse here to start. Let's take that off for now. So we're getting through with the jammer. And let's see if we can make this happen. So if we go and connect that like that, that would... Oh, that's not going to self-power because we need it to connect to the fan. But we might be able to do this... Okay, hold on. So what I'm thinking is we use this here. So what happened there? Why did it lose power? Oh, we haven't actually lifted it yet. So once that's in the sky, it'll be a light source, right? So we need to set this up so that something like this, like here. Okay. Now, hold on. What, can I remove any of these now? So that one is not connected directly to the light source, so that one has to stay there. But I think this one we could take out, because that is now getting the light source from there. So we could take this one out of the equation, and we're opening this gate from that side. Yes, so I believe now we can remove this. That stays in the sky. Okay. So now we have these two to play with. Now, I'm not entirely sure what to do next. Now, wait a minute. Okay, so with if we could get the jammer... No, we can't get the jammer through. And there's no way... Yeah, there's no way to get the jammer pointed at the gate there. So we do need the blue light over there to get that fan out. If we take a look right here, we need the fan to fling ourselves up to get the keys. So okay, I believe this was step one. We're using 2 connectors to get that up in the sky, and that's all good. Now we got to figure out how the hell are we going to get the blue light beam over here? I wonder, since the red light beam's on this side, I wonder if we want to be doing this like up in the sky with the red light or with the blue light. We might want that to be up in the sky with the blue light instead. I'm not sure. But let's see what we can do with this. We have 2 connectors. We can't get them out of this area though, right? Because, not without the fan anyway. So the 2 connectors have to be used to somehow get the blue light connected. I do notice there's a blue light gate there as well, and here. So we've done something. I mean, we have access to red light on the other side now, for example. Can I remove this without breaking anything? I can. All right. So we've got that. That's a good, like, something. We did something there. I guess we're going to come over here now. So there's our blue light source. We could send this through the purple gate in this direction. And then we're kind of screwed. Where could we send it? We can connect it kind of anywhere along here. We can kind of send it, so we can send it as far as the fan, but getting it through any of this would not work. So we'd need a connector out here, which we don't have. And we don't have an angle to send it into there, I don't think, from over here. Well, no, maybe we could. So if we had a connector here, we could pop the blue light beam over there and through the 2 purple gates. That might be worth investigating. What do we have? There's one connector there. Tricky. So maybe we can use the red light in the sky with this connector to get through? No, we're not getting... Damn, that's a blue light. We need to move this around. So, I mean, obviously we can do this. That doesn't really buy us anything. We need... I think the next thing we need to figure out is how to get this connector back through there. Somehow. Maybe we do that with the jammer. Yeah, alright. So we bring the jammer over to the other side. We move this connector through this gate. Then... Yeah, we come back around. So now... Yeah, let's try to get the fan over there. Alright, so to do that, now we bring the jammer back to the other side, the other side. And pull this through. Okay, and now I think we can try to get the blue light over there. So we'll grab this and we'll stick this right here. Okay. I don't know what we need the jammer for, probably to get through there. We want to avoid blocking the path. But now, if we bring this over here, we have the blue light. Where's the blue light? Right there. I think we need this as close. Where can we put this that we can actually see it? Right there. Okay, we've got the blue light. Okay. And somehow we avoided crossing the streams. We have access to our fan here. Fantastic. All right. Next up, we'll attach this. We can obviously power that on. And if we don't need that open anymore. So if we just power these, we no longer need the jammer to get in here, right? We no longer need the jammer because now we've got that gate locked open. So we'll just pop this here for now. And let's take a fan ride. Let's see if it gets us these keys. Maybe we've solved the puzzle, if not the stars. Yeah, look at that. Super nice. Okay. All right. Let's go release our friend. And then we'll start working on this side. So I think we use the fan to carry... If we can free up a connector over there, we can carry it over to the other side. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll get to that in a second. Okay. All right, it's Mac. Hey, Mac. You're free. Okay. Well, let's take this opportunity to read a little bit more of what's going on the billboards. Okay, mod discussion is locked at 8+, unfortunately. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of content here. All right, you know what? I think it's time to read Jefferson Goldbloom Ep 126. Max says, "Hey folks, oh that's who we just freed, right? Hey folks, lots of crazy stuff happening here in Gehenna, but don't miss this new episode." Let's read episode 126. Okay. Reality blurred. Tiny blue symbols floated through the air. Voices echoed in the distance. Then a vast landscape rose up before them. Thousands of towers, one next to the other, reaching into the sky, disappearing in the clouds. Each tower was covered in feathers of a different color, fluttering in the trans-dimensional wind. "Oh my," Ginny HD whispered in awe. Jefferson could not speak. He was too overwhelmed by the beauty of the ninth dimension. He grabbed his guitar and improvised a new solo to express his emotions. "Who could have built these amazing structures?" Ginny asked. "There's only one possibility. Remember our paleo DNA research back at the Institute?" "You can't mean..." "But it makes sense, of course." "Yes. Look at the size of the buildings. Who else would need so much space?" "So it is the Dinosaurians." As if summoned by Ginny's words, a group of raptors on motorcycles roared up the road towards them. They wore bandanas on their heads and armored t-shirts on their bodies. "Friends," Jefferson said, "we have come from the human world to help you. We are not your enemies." But the raptors did not seem to understand him. They got off their motorcycles with rusty pipes in their hands, their eyes glowing like lasers. What hands? The situation could quickly become dangerous. Then, Ginny had an idea. "Jefferson, play the ninth chord." "But that was how this dimension was created. Playing it here could destroy the universe." "No, Jefferson, I calculated it. Please, trust me. I know you haven't seen me in years, and you may be afraid that evil Dr. Elian has corrupted me, but you know my brain." They were coming closer now, and in their glowing eyes, Jefferson detected great intelligence, but also great anger. They clearly believed they were defending their home from invaders. And though Jefferson was the greatest warrior in history, he was reluctant to fight. Violence, he had been taught, was the first refuge of the incompetent. "I trust you," he said. She held his hand. Together, they played the ninth chord. To be continued. All right. Reactions. Sam says, "Enjoyment equals true." Lamb replied, "With all the strange stories going around lately, I'm glad to be reminded of the beauty of the world we've built here. Thank you for contributing to it." Kaiju adds, "Hey, I'm free, but I still check back regularly. I love this story. Yay for the Dinosaurians." Lilith says, "This is very clever. I always thought that the events of episode 69 would affect the plot somehow down the line, but I was still surprised." Max says, "Thanks, Lilith. I've been waiting for this particular revelation for a long time." Mr. Mulciber says, "Excellent." 401 adds, "You know, this is nowhere near as deep as the blacksmith's work or as weird as Belial's, but I keep reading." Frankenstein adds, "I'm not sure dinosaurians would wear armored t-shirts. 4 out of 10. Nave says, "It's just a story, Frankenstein. The point is to have fun." Admin actually contributes something. This is the first thing we've ever seen from Admin. "Keep up the good work, Mac." And Max says, "Whoa, thank you, Admin. I'm really honored that you read my story." Okay, well, we've got episode 127 to look forward to. Let's read A Dream of Aru here. Aru, I believe, was part of the Osiris myth from the first game, or the base game. I think it's like heaven. So this was produced by the blacksmith, who does not write normal messages. He only creates art. Let's read the attachment here. Oh, it's interactive. Okay. Close your eyes. Written by the blacksmith, inspired by the Book of the Scribe of Osiris. Create a system or be enslaved by another man's. The last thing you remember is the great block of stone falling towards you, its dark shape blotting out the sun, and a single thought racing through your mind. All this just to build a tomb? But now the pyramid is gone, and so are the other slaves. You are all alone in what appears to be an endless desert. Start walking. You start walking across the desert. The sun is glaring, but you feel no heat. You look down at your feet and you see that you have no shadow. The latter is particularly disquieting. You feel as if you are no longer anchored to the world. So remember, in the base game, the story about the dying man and the scribe of Osiris, the dying man asks what happens after we die, and the scribe explains you have to travel and meet a series of challenges. There are great iron walls and devils and like other gods and things. You have to kind of make your way through to the halls where your heart is weighed, and if you live your life the right way, you enter into the Egyptian equivalent of heaven, under the eternal watchful gaze of Osiris, Lord of Eternity. So I suppose if we're trying to pass the tests, we want to demonstrate piety and not just walk aimlessly, so let's pray. You fall to your knees and beseech the gods. Osiris, foremost of the Westerners, Hathor, mistress of the West, Hades, receiver of all, hear my prayer. Something enormous starts crawling out of the sand before you. Well, we've just prayed, so we have to demonstrate our faith in the gods. Whatever this is, it's a response to our prayer, I think. Or it's just a monster that's gonna kill us. But this is the afterlife. And we're being tested, so we'll wait for it to rise. From the depths of the sand rises a golden beast of many limbs, its body greater than any man, its claws sharper than any sword. I am the scorpion, it says in a terrible voice. Ask for help. Your old life has ended, the scorpion says. You are now in the Duat, the land of the Westerners. A great and difficult journey lies before you. If you face its challenges, you will reach the reed fields of Osiris, where your Ka shall be reunited with your Ba. If not, your soul will be destroyed forever. Having shared its wisdom, Scorpion vanishes under the sand once more. Okay. Walk towards paradise. After walking for a very long time, you come upon a vast wall of iron, stretching from horizon to horizon. There's only one opening, a gleaming gate of light. The gate is guarded by a mysterious figure. Let's approach. The Guardian is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a crocodile. Its skin is purest black, surrounded by a halo of purest white. I am the god Sobel, master of crocodiles, it intones. I ruled in Shedet when the world was young. Within me flows the eternal river. Answer my riddle and I shall let you pass. Okay, this is one of the challenges we were told about by the Scorpion. Let's agree to the terms. Tell me then, mortal, what crawls in the morning, walks at noon, and limps in the night? So this is a famous riddle that almost anyone would know the answer to, so I suspect the devs intended this one to be kind of easy. But the answer is a human. For if by some miracle you've never heard this riddle, a baby crawls on all fours, an adult walks on two legs, and a senior citizen uses a cane. So the answer is a human. Although I am curious what happens if we answer wrong. I guess our soul gets destroyed and we get kicked out and have to restart the game here. You know, we can get through this pretty quickly, get back here. I'm gonna yeah, try a solar powered robot. Correct. You may, I guess that works too, doesn't it? If it's solar powered, it's having trouble in the morning until the light rises, then it walks fine, and then as the light fades and its power fades, it starts to limp. That's amazing. I was trying to get it wrong. All right. Correct, you may pass, says the crocodilian god and steps aside. The barrier of light fades and the gate is now open to you. I wonder what would have happened if I answered human. Because they're AIs, so their version of this riddle has a different answer. Oh my god, that's so genius. All right, let's pass through the gate. As you step through the gate, the ancient god raises his hands to the sky. From his mouth bursts forth the eternal river, drenching the land in water. The waves carry you away. All right, it's time for faith again. Let the water take me. You let go of fear and accept that this is the God's way of guiding you to a new land. The water surrounds you, overwhelms you, but you do not drown. Under the water, you see sights of astonishing beauty. Glowing fish with metal eyes, drowned cities full of smiling people, lost gods waiting for the day of awakening. How sad it would have been to stay above the water and miss all this. After a long time, you find yourself washed up on a new shore. Let's look around. The eternal river has brought life to the desert. Everything is green now. Palm trees sprout from the ground, casting pleasant shade on the grass. Lizards come crawling in from the desert, eager to catch the varicolored dragonflies that buzz about. A soft wind blows from the west. So, I think it's okay. We've made progress on our journey, and this land of beauty and moisture is around us. I think it's okay to rest in the shade here. You sit down under a palm tree and close your eyes. You tell yourself you'll only rest for a moment, but your eyes fall shut. Drift off. You are awoken by a monkey that has just climbed out of the palm tree. It looks at you with a strange expression on its face. Okay. Now, the monsters were friendly, right? The crocodile and the scorpion. The monkey maybe is an enemy. Let's punch the monkey. You punch the monkey in the face as hard as you can, knocking it out. It drops like a sack of potatoes. Let's rob the monkey. You loot the monkey's body, discovering a sword and 2 gold coins. This is turning into a different kind of game, you guys. This seems like it's inspired a little bit by Underwater Night Quest. You know what? Actually, that's amazing. We went under the water, right? We were subsumed. And then this happened, and in the Underwater Night Quest game, we had to like basically take the most violent choice to get all the gear we needed. But now we have a sword and 2 gold coins, which we probably need to pay a ferryman to cross a river or something. All right, let's continue the journey. You walk along the banks of the Eternal River, snaking its way through the endless desert. You feel strangely at peace. After some time, as the sun is setting, you come to a city built on the riverbank. Smiling people come out to greet you and bid you welcome. You're led to the town square where a great feast is prepared. There's roasted fish and olives and dates and honey and many other wonderful delicacies. Okay, I think we found so far that going with the flow is the best way to do things, so let's just enjoy the feast. Let's not question. You truly enjoy the feast, without greed, without shame, as only the dead can. Then you fall into a deep slumber, in which you dream of the stars. When you awaken, the city has vanished. In the distance, across the desert, you see the pyramid of IAN, which is the gate to Aru. All right, let's go. Head towards the pyramid. You keep walking through the desert, unwilling to give up hope. Time passes, but you cannot tell how much. You grow weak and exhausted. Sometimes you feel as if you're losing your grip. One day, you come across a head in the sand. All right, we're not underwater anymore, and we've passed many challenges, but we've also demonstrated faith. So let's continue showing faith here. The gods have placed this head in front of us for a reason. Let's talk to it. Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm trapped here, you see, in the sand. Okay, ask how he ended up here. I was so preoccupied with whether I could that I didn't consider whether I should, bury myself in the sand. I just wanted to see what would happen, an experiment, if you will, an attempt at discovering something. Okay, so this guy's clearly lying to us, but kicking it would do nothing, right? I mean, what are we gonna get? A tooth that pops out of his mouth? Random violence doesn't seem to be the answer here. Even though he's lying to us, he's not really a threat. Unless the gods put him here as a punishment. I'm not sure what to do, but I think we're gonna unbury the head. You dig in the sand with your fingers. It's not easy, but after some time you have freed the head. However, what's underneath its neck is not what you expected. There's no body, there's only another head, and another, all the way down. This strange sight unsettles you enough to revive you a little. You decide to press on towards the pyramid. That is very strange, but okay, continue your journey. You come upon another great wall of iron, the last one separating you from the pyramid of IAN, where your soul will be judged. The gate of light is guarded by a gigantic snake, whose movements cause the earth to shudder. I am Apophis, it says, the eater of souls. One day I shall devour the sun, and all the world shall be mine. But today I shall devour you, and you shall become nothing. Okay, this is our last great test. We want to reach the pyramid. The gods before have helped us. But if he's telling the truth that he's the eater of souls, if he does as he says, if we surrender and he devours us and we become nothing, then we can't reach IAN. We have those 2 gold coins. Let's bribe him. You hand Apophis the golden coins you got from the monkey. Apophis examines them carefully. These coins have great power in the underworld, for they are the very coins that were placed upon the Creator's eyes when she died. I shall let you pass, and you need never fear me again, mortal. Head for the pyramid, baby. At long last you've arrived. Beyond the pyramid of IAN lie the reed fields of Osiris. A hidden gate in the stone opens, beckoning you forward. Step inside. You enter a dark room, lit only by a flickering candle. Holding the candle in one hand is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a jackal. In its other hand, it holds a set of scales. Come and be judged. Okay, so this is Anubis. It's not Osiris, it's Anubis. Do I let Anubis judge me, or do I kill Anubis with my sword? This is the final choice. I don't know. I think if we're truly a creature of faith, we have to have faith in the process. Let Anubis judge me. You have struggled much in your life. There are many harsh memories within you, and I see wounds that may never fully heal. You have many ideas, many hopes, many dreams. You are not pure. Your soul is not light enough. You may not enter Aru. Oh, what do we do? What do we do here? We've walked the path of piety thus far. Do we just accept the judgment? And then maybe he changes his mind and says that was the final test? Do we just walk past him and oh, you know what? You know what? Okay. This has a very direct parallel, now that I think about it, to the base game, where Elohim told us what we were and were not allowed to do, right? Don't climb the tower. But we didn't kill Elohim. Well, we did indirectly, but not intentionally. We didn't fight him. We didn't accept his judgment. We showed that we were a conscious being. We were able to decide for ourselves. So I think the correct answer here, and I mean, there's no way for me to know, but it's not to kill him with my sword. It's not to accept his judgment. It's to assert our independence. It's to say, I have the right to be here regardless of how you've judged me, and enter Aru on our own. Anubis protests, but you just walk by him. After what you've been through, you're not going to let some self-righteous doghead stop you from reaching paradise. You cannot do this. It is forbidden. Oh, really? Enter Aru. The vast reed fields stretch before you. All is quiet, all is serene. There are no pyramids here, no walls of iron or gates of light, no gods. Here, you are free. The end. All right, we made it to Aru. Congratulations! For exploring this user-created world and entering Aru, your profile status has increased from 5, active contributor, to 6, respected contributor. You may now access advanced functionality, including use of the restore command. Excellent. Okay, all right, well, we've got a lot more content to get through here, but we need to do some puzzling. We need to get some stars, so that is a fantastic experience. I'm super glad we've hit level 6. But now I need to come back and take a look at how to solve this next puzzle. What were we talking about? We had some ideas. We got the fan, we got the keys, we freed our friend. So the next thing we need to do, we need to get more connectors over here, I think, because we got to get in there to get that star and that fan. I'm not exactly clear. I guess it probably goes there. Let's check that out real quick. So I'm guessing this fan is not powered or doesn't have a fan blade. Yeah, it doesn't. So we need to get in there. That gets us that star, and then I think it probably lets us drop down and get the other star as well. So I think what we need to do is determine how exactly we're gonna set things up so that we can... Now we don't need this open anymore. We need to get... I think we need to figure out how to get... We don't need that fan. We don't need this gate. Yeah, okay, we don't need these two anymore. Except, wait, we do need this powered on... We need to power on the fan. I think what we need to do is figure out how to take at least one connector on a trip across to the other side. But I'm not seeing how to do it. I guess if we took one over, could we turn this back on or not? What I don't want to do is risk getting that out of the sky. Although perhaps, like I originally thought, we don't actually need to have this red one in the sky. Maybe we need the blue one in the sky. So maybe we do that. We'll focus on getting the blue one in the sky with as few things as possible. And then power the fan, and then maybe we have an extra one we can take over there to get the red light to the other side. Okay. So, what that means is we temporarily undo this stuff. We're gonna need to open this gate with the jammer. And let's reset everything and then figure out... Let's see, what can we do? Why isn't that powered on? Okay. So let's grab this. Bring this through here. Oh, we don't have a blue light source over here, do we? Huh. No, we do have a blue light source right there. Okay. So let's start there. I think we grab this and that. That's not quite right. That looks good. And then we use one more over here. And how do we power on... Oh, wait a minute. We need red light to get the fan going, don't we? Shoot. So the idea of self-powering it was that it would feed its own red light gate. Is there a blue one on the other side? No. But we can do this much to get... We can do this much to get one or two connectors over to the other side, I guess. I don't know if we actually want to do this or if I'm like... I can't stop my... I have no way to adjust my momentum here. Okay, so now we have some extra connectors over here. There's a way to get extra connectors over here. I don't know about raising that up. We probably need to raise that up for the red light source, but then... And I'm not sure. We might need to leave this here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. Now... How do we... Yeah, so we need to get red light here to power that. That can open that gate. Oh, hold on. So if we can get one red light in there, that would be good. Now, the other problem we're going to have in terms of red light is not being able to... not being able to avoid interrupting these beams, right? I'm not sure if I've done well or not by doing what I just did. Because now I'm not entirely sure I can resolve this. Well, we got one more over there. That's sort of the limit, right? Is there any way... So if we don't need anything in here, we can temporarily... we can open this gate temporarily with one of these. So let's get this. Let's see what we can do here. So we temporarily get this going. Then we come over here, right? Okay, so what we're self-powering is that opening, that gate opening. Right? That sends that up into the sky. So we also need to give you some power. Okay. And now we have... well, no, we still need all of these to be here. We don't need this beam anymore. It's fine without it, but that doesn't matter because we can't move this. All right, so we've got red light in the sky. And we've got two connectors. And... now, are we opening from this side? No. We have to leave the jammer here. I think. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. If we... let's test this. If I remove the jammer and then bring it back, does this all work? If I bring it back, everything works. Okay, so we can temporarily use the jammer over on the other side, and then come back and put it here to lift that up. So let's assume we have some red light there, right? And the jammer over here. And we have two connectors. So now we can get through this, for example. But what we really need is to get red light over there. So we need one connector there and another one going from... ah, look, it's behind a gate. So we do need two connectors here. One... this is really challenging. Because to do this, we need this gate powered on. And we can't do it without a third connector. We don't have enough connectors. We can do it with the jammer. Right? We could do it with the jammer. So we can start, like, let's at least see what that looks like. I might be working on this puzzle for a while. This seems pretty tough. But if we do that, then we can go 1, 2, 3, like so. Then move this over here and get the blue light source. So that gets us the blue light. Now, if we had... now, the problem is the jammer, right? If we screw with the jammer... if we move the jammer to get the red light powered on, even if we did that, we wouldn't have a way to connect the light over here. So yeah, lots going on here. This one's tough. I think it's going to take more than I can do in this episode. I'm going to have to think about how to arrange things here. I mean, this seems like the bare minimum to get the blue gate open, and then somehow, some way, we gotta get the red light over here as well. And it seems like the only way to do it Well, I guess technically we can see it directly. Can we... No, we can't see the red gate. So we could do something like this. That opens this up. But how are we going to get the blue light all the way there with only one connector, you know? All right. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this time. There's a lot of work left to do here to figure this out. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll probably play this off camera and then come back when I have what seems like a solution and let you know. We'll probably solve this at the start of next episode and see where it gets us in terms of the star over there, the star there, etc. I think we might be trying to get a blue light up in the sky, but I'm not quite sure how to see how to do that yet. I might be wrong about that as well. We can't reach there to interact with that and point it somewhere else. It's always going to be pointed there because when it falls, we shoot over it when it's in the sky, and when it falls, it's inside that little gate. So that connection's always going to be to that connection can only be sent to. So we need two, one sending and one receiving to do anything with it. All right. We'll take a break here. When we come back next time, we'll solve this puzzle and move forward with the Talos Principle Road to Gehenna. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.